Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farhan Mahfudz with class number 177. Okay, this video was made to complete the middle test assignment for the language learning assessment. And in this video, I will explain 5 materials. The first is Bloom taxonomy. The second is a type of test. The third is the rules for compiling tests, including multiple choice and essay. The fourth is I will explain how to score tests regarding multiple choice and essay. And the last is I will explain validity, types of validity. Okay, let's go to the first material. I will explain what are the rules for making tests. I start with 3 domains in Bloom taxonomy. What are they? The first one is cognitive, secondly affective, and the last is psychomotor. I will explain the cognitive. The cognitive domain in Bloom taxonomy deals with memory, thought process, and reasoning. And in the cognitive role in making question is to use the domain according to the list that already exists. For example, in the table knowing, you can use sentences such as quoting, mentioning, explaining, drawing, identifying, and its other. Then there is affective. The affective domain is a domain that includes feelings, values, appreciation, enthusiasm, motivation, and attitudes. Then there is psychomotor. Psychomotor is an ability related to physicality, coordination, and the use of motor skill that must be trained continuously and measured in the terms of speed, accuracy, distance, procedure, or technique in its implementation. What are the activity in psychomotor? The first one is perception, readiness, imitation, habituation, practice, experience, and its other. Okay, let's to the second material, namely is type of test. What are the types of tests? They are written tests, namely tests that require answer from student in written form. There are two type of written tests, two, objective and subjective. Objective test includes true and false test, multiple choice test, and matching test. Then the subjective test is the essay test. Okay, then there is the second type of test, namely oral test. Oral tests are tests that require answer from student in oral form. Student will say the answer in their own words according to the question or orders given. Then the test is performance test. Performance tests or practice tests are tests that require student answer in the form of behavior or action. An example is given a speech with an educational theme using English. This is an example, and then we will move to the third material is the rule for contrasting question items. Here I take two of the written test type, including multiple choice and essay. The first is multiple choice. In terms of question, material must be in accordance with the indicators. The second, answer choice must be homogeneous and make sense. And the third is that is question must have one correct answer. Okay, the question must be in accordance with indicator in with the indicator. For example, the indicator is that student can determine the object of the sentence. Then the question that For example, can be given is the father is reading a magazine in the front room. The type of object word in the sentence above is A. Adverb, B. Noun, C. Adjective, D. Adverb. Okay. Then the answer choice must be homogeneous and logical. For example, of matematika question 30 dikurangi 10 sama dengan 20 ya. Then that is must have the correct answer. Then the fourth material I will discuss the scoring of the question from the previous material. The first is scoring for multiple choice. Scoring test for multiple choice question usually involves assigning a predetermined point value to each correct answer, then adding up to the total point earned by test takers. Incorrect answer may earn no points or earn negative points depending on the scoring system used. An automated scoring system or manual scoring can be used for this purpose. Then for essay test, scoring involves assessing the quality of response based on predetermined criteria such as clarity, coherence, relevance, analyze, and each other. Each criterion can be assigned a point value or a rubric. Rubric can be used to provide qualitative feedback. Writers can be trained to ensure consistency, and multiple writers can evaluate to minimize bias. Ultimately, the total score reflects the overall quality of the essay in answering the given question. Okay, then the fifth material I will explain the type of validity. There are two types, namely content and criterion validity. I start from content validity. This is related to the ability of an instrument to mention the content that must be measured. Then there is criterion validity. The validity an instrument is to compare it with other valid and reliable instrument by correlating them. Okay. I think enough for me. This all the explanation from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.